Thank you for coming. We are concerned citizens of Grand Gedeh County, and we have assembled on the ground of the Capitol building to communicate our feelings about the president's recent nomination, appointing or nominating Ellis Grant as Superintendent of Grand Gedeh County. So my name is Kai G, and I'm coordinating the affairs of media. I'm here with the chairperson, Mr. Rufus Kucho. Then we will have this very brief media interaction with you to inform you on what's happening. So just to say, since this morning, we've been on the grounds of the executive mansion, claiming the attention of the national government, especially the office of the president, informing him that we, the people of Grand Gedeh County, we are not happy with the recent appointment of Ellis Grant as our superintendent. As I speak to you, there's a protest ongoing in Grand Gedeh. There's no car entering the city of Zwedru, and there's no car leaving. Our people feel that Ellis Grant is not the best choice for them. Grand Gedeans and the Crown people are saying, Mr. President, you can appoint anyone you want as a superintendent, but it should not be a character like Ellis Grant. Just to say a few, Ellis Grant was our immediate past representative of District 3, Grand Gedeh County. This is the man who has brought shame and national disgrace upon the people of the county of Grand Gedeh when he brought a fake degree from Nigeria, exposed by activist Martin Colley, and subsequently suspended and expelled from the University of Liberia and Cotton University Graduate School. This is a man who has been allegedly involved into a lot of ritualistic killings in the county. We feel that this is not good. As a people in our county, having Ellis Grant as our superintendent, meaning none of the small children will even play in the city of Zwedru because everybody will be afraid. When Ellis Grant appeared on the national radio, when we had a mysterious disappearance of one of our brightest sons of the county, Alfred Donner, who was the logistician at the National Elections Commission headquarters in Zwedru, Mr. Grant have gone on radio and said there's a spirit in Grand Gedeh, and this particular spirit is called Gedeh Protest. And so in the Crown dialect, Gedeh Protest means it's a demonic marine spirit that goes around taking people. We feel that the justification of Ellis Grant on the radio have indicted himself with that particular interpretation. We the Crown people, we know exactly if we say a marine spirit in the bush or if we say Gedeh Protest. We know what the tradition says about that. Ellis Grant has not just only been allegedly involved into the mysterious disappearance of the late election magistrate, but just to take you back, the late Dr. Amogashaska, former agriculture minister of this country, if you follow the history, when he went to Maryland County, people come to Grand Gedeh to serve the Grand Gedeh University College, formerly the Grand Gedeh Community College, as a president. I mean, his death, again, there was a cloud hang over the name of Ellis Grant. The late Asa Gwenka, one of Grand Gedeh County brightest sons. Today we are mourning, and we stop mourning the death of Asika. Ellis Grant, representing the great name, has been mentioned again. We are afraid. I think we should be investigating this particular man. We are not saying we have all of the evidences, but why is it that this particular man's name always been into deeds that are very deadly, very bad deeds in the county? So appointing this man as a superintendent will undermine the operation of the government of Liberia. We voted out President Weah because we thought that Weah was on the wrong footing. We cannot elect President Boakai and we continue to be on this page. We think this is wrong. The Crown nation is angry. The Crown people across the world, they are saying no. You can bring any of their brightest sons and daughters that supported whether the party or not as superintendent, but not Ellis Grant as a representative or as a superintendent. So I know the chairperson and all of the manner comments will come in to also speak on this matter. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Dad. We highly appreciate you coming to cover the event. It's very important. It's not political. We don't have personal issue with Ellis Grant. Like he said, he served our county, decided the district for 12 years as representative. So tell me, if you will have a good relationship with the people, I believe that today people will not be assembled in Monrovia at the Capitol building. People will not be assembled in Zwedru that they are rejecting his nomination made by the president recently to be superintendent of Grand Gedeh County. Like he said, Grant had lost moral character and he loves integrity. And Grant law on an oath when he was in the House of Representatives that he had a degree, and which of course clandestinely he wrote at the graduate program of the University of Liberia and Cotton respectively, that he had a first degree and he wanted to do a master. So when the information came out, the UL investigator, it was proven, and Grant was expelled from that university for academic fraud. And again, we all know under our law, academic fraud is a crime against the state. And the man had lied on an oath. He violated the code of conduct of public official by lying to the people that he had degree, which of course he did not have any degree. So such a character, we said no, he cannot be a superintendent for our county. What message was sent out to our children, our brothers, our sisters in the county that going to school? They will not have any motivation for the children that are coming up. Whereas Grant is appointed as superintendent for the county, and he had the opportunity to be invited to speak on a graduation program, either for the community college or one of the high schools in the county. What message will he deliver? Somebody who first degree, somebody who are now motivating the young people, the importance of education. Grant said 12 years at the Capitol building, where you can walk from the Capitol building across the road of UL campus. He failed to go and do an undergraduate degree, but then he had to go to Nigeria to fake a degree. So that one of the key reasons we say we don't want him. And again, Ambassador White already said that he cannot do business as usual. So people who are in a habit of having third degree, people who are not competent, people who are not qualified, why will he bring them to serve the Republic presided in Grand Gedeh? We say when Wakai or the VP, when they love immigrant, let them find somewhere for he to go and serve, but not Grand Gedeh. Because Grant is not of a good character, and we cannot trust such a character to serve our county as superintendent. So we don't have personal issue, but it's a reality. It is established, and we have fought, and all of you are aware, all the media institutions you are aware, it's on air, it was on TV, it was in newspaper 2 years back, that it take a 5th degree credential. So
thank you. So member of the press. So guys, we'll take 5 questions. Okay. We'll take 5 questions. The first question we have a more constructive conversation here. Thank you. The first question. So just before that, guys.
The first question. Can you take the first one? Yeah.
We'll just take a minute or two for any of our colleagues, and then we'll take 5 questions from the press, and we can conclude this press.
Time is 5 minutes.
Thank you very much.
Can we take the question? Yeah. The first question here is.
Let me say, member of the press and my colleagues, Grand Gedeh. My name is Nelson Sanigoa, the son of Grand Gedeh County. I will say Ukrainian. My mother is Ukrainian, my father is Ukrainian. You know, we struggle high on some other surrounding region. That people who are educated should survive. In the past 12 years, we have decided to make a difference. Somebody mentioned Ambassador Boyka said it. We don't want business as usual. I just came from Grand Gedeh yesterday. When the appointment came, people are demonstrating in the county. People are calling from the United States of America all over the world. They don't want former Representative Grant to serve as a superintendent to superintend the day-to-day activity of our country because he doesn't want to do that. The reason is what happened in accommodation. Our brother, the young guy that conducted one of the best elections in the Southeast, 2020, where is him? What have our lawmakers done to the issue to investigate, to bring those who are responsible in that process to book? Nobody, nothing. So there's some around we suffer, then you bring another person who served at 12 years. There is no timetable in the county to serve as a lawmaker. I believe Ambassador Boyka love like that. And Grand Gedeh is so dear to all of us. So Ambassador Boyka, we have decided that our appointment will never stand. Once our appointment will go back to the county, we will demonstrate for the next 3 months until Grant can be removed. We want people who are qualified, people who can compare, who can make our county to be all counties of Ghana. We want people that create confusion, people that will marginalize educated people, people that will marginalize the young people in the country. We don't want that. So Grant is one of those. So we don't want nothing that it is special Grant will serve as a superintendent. You guys are qualified. All of us, we are qualified. We can serve as superintendent of the county to make sure build the connections so that the young people in Grand Gedeh County can benefit.
All right. Thank you. So we can take questions now. The protest when Honorable Grant
being serving in the capacity of lawmaker for the ministry. Why not?
That question very simple. It was elected by the people. They some around appointment position. So we don't want it.
Besides that, at the time, we are not getting information. And there's no law on the book that you have certain qualifications before you become a lawmaker or even a superintendent. But understanding that somebody will commit that crime, academic crime, I mean, it's something that is driven that needs our attention, and we must speak to it. So even if you have a wife from the beginning and you were not doing bad thing, and now you notice it, when you say, oh, because they're not happy to
and moreover, just for this question, moreover,
they not elect me to be the next lawmaker of the county. So why you are defeated in the election?
So what is your demand now? Who do you have to replace Eric Grant?
we are not projecting anybody.
Who do you want to replace Eric
We are
Grant?
not projecting anybody.
So let's
We are not projecting anybody.
Straight to the issue.
The president can appoint any sons and daughters of the county.
Straight to the issue.
Why we are saying we don't want Ellis Grant? Now, put it to your question. When Ellis Grant was represented, there were a couple of protests. Apparently, we don't have that on your media document or on your media doc. But just to say, Ellis Grant was represented with a couple of protests in his district. He was protesting. We know how Ellis Grant won election in Grand Gedeh. Ellis Grant never won clean and fair election in Grand Gedeh. There's a challenge. You can do your first money. So of course, by yourself, doing your start, yeah, of course, yourself, but you never won election. Now you and I know that was fair. I know that for sure. I live in Grand Gedeh. I was there. I participated in the politics of our country.
You are also elected there.
Mr. Piaro, today you started your protest at the entrance of the executive marching towards the Capitol building, and during that process, you were, I think, 4 or 5 men dedicated to a call by the Senate, or I think the Senate to actually go in dialogue. What's the outcome from your discussion?
And so we have spoken with the chief of office staff in the office of the Senate Pro Temple, and we have already had a booking. In fact, we communicated with her, and she has assured us of meeting us today. In fact, she have a serious interest on this matter. This is about education, this is about moral, this is about the society. What are we teaching our children? If some other fake document gave them job, we are not sending, the Senate will not send a good record. Will the Senate even have the moral reptitude to question the Minister of Education why education activity is not going on in the country? Obviously, no. So the Senate will have a much more major interest in this particular matter. So she has we also met the chairperson on internal affairs, the committee on internal affairs. Senator Prince Johnson have also assured us we will also be meeting him 2 o'clock this afternoon, and we'll be also.
Mr. Pierre, I'm so concerned about Honorable Chester Grant serving in the leadership of the Unity Party angle there in Grand Gedeh County. Prior to the election, Grant served as permanent leaders within the party. Why is it that you guys were flagging out this issue that we have reached to this crucial point now?
Of course. So I mean, much more there's a politics behind the scene, like you and I see it. So some of us, just a minute, some of us stakeholders, and just to say for the record, Ellis Grant was never a member of the Unity Party. No. Ellis Grant never was stalwart of the Unity Party. If you say stalwart of the Unity Party, we are stalwart of the Unity Party in Grand Gedeh. So Ellis Grant, we had no record that Ellis Grant was a stalwart of the Unity Party. In fact, we don't even know, we have on no record how Ellis Grant even became a senator or a senatorial candidate on the Unity Party ticket. So just to say, but I know that is not more of a more bigger political play, which I cannot speak to.
Should I be Superintendent of Grand Gedeh?
Of course, I don't think he's imposing. We only describe this as imposing when he refused to listen to the citizens. He has appointed Ellis Grant for the last 27 hours now. 27 hours since the nomination was made. We know that Ambassador Barker meant well for this country, and we know that Ambassador Barker will immediately withdraw the nomination of Ellis Grant. It happened in 2012. It happened everywhere. President can appoint the entire meeting and withdraw the nomination. So that way, I mean, it don't matter. But we know that he's not imposing. The superintendent, I think the president must have much more about Ellis Grant. That's why he appointed Ellis Grant. But the fact that the citizens speaking out, I think the president will take action.
What's the aftermath?
We call it on the president.
Finally, there are other lawmakers from Grand Gedeh County election, Senator Yaya Dimne. Have you been able to engage?
So the caucus is aware of this matter. Okay. The caucus is aware of this matter. I'm told yesterday the caucus met the office of the president. They met the Minister of State yesterday, and there's some arrangement meeting this evening with the president. And the caucus too also have their own different version of the story. And they were not contacted. They were not contacted in the selection process of this particular nomination. So of course, the caucus of the county have their own version of this particular situation on ground, I don't think they are happy. They're not happy. That's why the caucus chair, Senator Yaya met the minister still yesterday, telling him that they want to book a time with the president.
One may say this action, it is obvious in Liberia. A lot of times you see people protest against people, especially when they are being appointed to positions, but the outcome of this, all of the protestations seem never to yield result.
Of course, protest in this country have yielded results. And then, just to say, protest in this country have yielded results. Just to correct that fact. This administration, we trust the Ambassador Kwaka will do the right thing. In the past, protests have yielded results. We know exactly why protests have yielded. Of course, if you say at a larger scale, I do agree with you, but protests have yielded results in this country. We are protesting, it is our right. The Constitution guarantees this particular right to citizens of the country to peacefully assemble and petition your government, its functionaries on the affairs of the country.
Have you gone to the executive mansion where the president is?
Well, we have made attempt to go to the mansion to protest, but again, the consultations are ongoing. We see that as that security, that much of a security protocol being, so very tight there. In fact, the guys escorted us here, but we were at the grounds of the executive mansion. What
happens in an event? What happens in an event if the president, in his wisdom, doesn't comply with the claims of the petition?
Grand Gedeh will be very, very unstable, which I can tell you.
What are you going to do?
Grand Gedeh will be very unstable if the president don't listen to the crowd of the people. Look, we the crowd people, nobody should go with us. You understand?
Unstable in what sense?
Grand Gedeh will be very unstable. We'll protest through the 6 years, and we're very clear with this matter.
Sure.
It will cause us to go and protest in the compound of the president. The president of the president will do that. Grand Gedeh will be very unstable if the president refuses to listen to the crowd of the people. We are very clear with that. You cannot impose anybody on us, especially people who don't have moral. Ellis don't have a standing. You're a legislative reporter. I was also here in your shoe. I cover the legislature. You and I know the workings of Ellis.
Citizens of Grand Gedeh have several times congratulated his service at the legislature.
I think maybe you should say a supporter. A few people who just inside.
What we are saying, we are not questioning his performance when he served as a lawmaker.
But did he really perform to your expectations?
He didn't even perform. And that's why he was not really like that. But what we look at,
he served 2 consecutive terms. How possible did he
manage? But you know how election happened in Liberia, so he didn't know. I don't need to tell you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's been a pleasure.